These are for me three foundational qualities that must be started in the beginning for a friendship to thrive. Episode 2 of the Chum Charm channel. Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. As you can see from the title of today's episode, we're going to be talking about three qualities that I think are the most important to build friendship on. First on the list is acceptance. So when it comes to acceptance, I'm talking about seeing a person for who they are and making the decision that, yes, I see you, I know how you are, and I still want to be your friend. For me, acceptance comes in three forms. The first form is suitability. So this is when you hang out with your friends. After several hangouts and spending time together, you come to the decision that, hey, I really like this person. We have similar qualities, we have shared interests, we really are like just so similar in like our personality. So like you want to be their friend and you want to keep that friendship going. The second form of acceptance is despite the fact. Now I call this despite of because these are the scenarios where you meet a friend, you guys hang out, but then you observe a few things about them that tick you off, or like you observe certain things that they do that you just can't comprehend. But because the things you like about them are more than the things that throw you off, you're like, okay, I see you, I hear you. There's some things that I particularly don't, like, but I still want you to be my friend. Despite those other qualities, which are few that you don't like, you are still willing to be their friend. The last form of acceptance is understanding. And for me, I think understanding is very important when it comes to acceptance, because I don't think you can accept someone without understanding them, but you can understand someone and not necessarily accept them. Does that make sense? Understanding goes beyond hanging out and spending time with your friend. Understanding comes from when you're willing to listen to your friend's past experiences, when you really observe and listen closely to like how they do things, or their thoughts, their mindsets, having deeper conversations with them, and just understanding how they would approach certain things. This allows you to understand that friend so that sometimes when they say certain things, you don't take it personal, because you have comprehended who they are as an individual, and you will understand where certain things they say are coming from. A lot of the times I see in some friendships that someone could say something, but the other friend will take it so personal. But at the end of the day, it's really not about that friend. Like, it has nothing to do with you. That's just coming from where they have been, the life they have lived. It really just saves you time on taking things personal when, again, as I said, it's really not about you. So now that we're done with acceptance, we're going to move on to the second quality I think is very important in building a friendship. And I'm talking like in the beginning, this has to be established, okay? I don't care what nobody says. I don't think a friendship can thrive without number two. Number two is respect, guys. I am very big on respect. Can you believe there are literally people that have no respect for their friend? Like, how are you in a friendship and you don't respect the other person? I'm confused. Why are you in it? It just feels for me that you're both wasting each other's time. I mean, how do you even become friends with someone you have zero respect for? Because for me, respect shows in actions. If you have no respect for someone, it will show in how you treat them. You probably like roll your eyes just at the sight of them. You won't listen to anything they have to say because you don't care, because you don't respect them as an individual. So it's like, why are you friends with such a person? So I believe that respect is very important to build in the beginning of friendships, just because as the friendship blooms and grow, you both have a certain level of understanding that there are just certain things you can't do to each other in public, in private, unacceptable, and you both understand that. And because you both have that understanding, the friendship is so much easier to navigate. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I know I shouldn't do this, and you know you shouldn't do this. So when one person acts out of the way, a conversation can be had, because this was established in the beginning that, hey, I'm not about this and you're not about that. So why you acting weird? Why you moving different? I also think respect comes in super handy in friendships when it comes to arguments. When there is respect in friendship, or when friendship is built on respect, your arguments are not loud. And even if your arguments are loud, there's always that part where you each come back to have that calm conversation so everyone feels heard, and then you move on. That's what respect does for your friendship. I think friendship cannot do without respect. I'm sorry. If you have another opinion, feel free to state it in the comments below. I would like to hear it, but I just don't think a friendship can thrive without respect. On to the last quality that I think is also really important to build a friendship on is honesty. I love, love, love honest friendships. I believe honesty is like a deal sealer when it comes to friendships. And that's just because you basically have access to another person's truth about you. What I mean by having access to the other person's truth is that when it comes to honesty, when you start off a friendship at a super honest level where each person is comfortable telling you as it is, obviously from a good place, you're basically adding on to your life someone who can give you perspective outside of yourself. A lot of times we tend to be oblivious or self unaware. So having that second person in your life to tell you, like, hey, like this thing you're doing, you might want to rethink it, or like, I don't really think this way that you went about this was okay. And obviously, they'll give you their reasons, but just kind of having that person in your life to kind of help you see a perspective of yourself that you probably did not know about is just, I don't know. I just think it does a lot for a friendship. And that's how friends grow together too. You take from each other, you learn from each other, you subtract things that you both don't like, and it just thrives and everyone's happy, I think. Don't get me wrong. There's good honesty and there's bad honesty. And let me know if you guys would want me to make a video talking about that because guys, there are literally some friends, and I'm talking about the manipulative ones, that will be honest with you, but it's coming from a really, really bad place. Okay. And I have a lot to say about that. So if you want to hear about good honesty and bad honesty in friendship, let me know in the comments below and I will make that video. It's just so gratifying and comforting that you have someone who's, regardless of how you might take it, they're willing to tell you, baby girl, Miss Girly, I don't know about that outfit, you gotta take it off. Miss Girly, you really sure you want that man? Because Miss Girly, they just there to, like, I guess, just be with you to make those little decisions that otherwise you would make solo. And sometimes you just need someone's opinion, someone's honest opinion. And that's what friends can do for you. So, yes, guys, thank you for watching this episode. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, if you'd like to see more content from me, then be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Did you? Did you? I really hope you did. But yes, hit the subscribe button down below so we can do this friendship thing together. But yes, guys, it's the end of the video. Oh, forgot. Friendship tip of the day before we end. If your friend does not align with your most cherished qualities, then you're wasting your time. Okay, I'm going to tell you. If your friend does not align with your most cherished qualities, they're not your friend. Okay? Alright, guys, thank you for watching once again. And don't forget to keep cultivating those friendships. I am rooting for you. And I know your people are out there and you can find them and they can find you. Until next time, bye, Miss Girly.